The following is rated F for fairness. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the audio show.
So if I know Anthony well, I know that he's going to milk this actual moment, right? And he's going to probably say some things that are true, and then he'll say some things that are basically puffery. But nonetheless, let's get into it. Let's adjudicate. Let's go.
Really? What is wrong with you? Why would you call that girl Ernest? That's so immature, Anthony. Like you really hurt her feelings.
You do realize that when she did the whole checking of Piari, Anthony never came in and he never said anything to her. He let it go. He talked about other things, but he didn't really get into it like this is getting into it right now.
I hurt her feelings.
Yes, you did. That was rude.
What about you, Amber?
What are you talking about? What you mean, what about me?
You let that woman come in my house, our house, and say whatever she wanted to say, and this isn't the first time.
He's not wrong. This is not the first time that Ernestine has done this. Chat, if it's wrong, go ahead and put inside the chat that I'm wrong. But it's not the first time that Ernestine has come into his house and she's decided she's going to put Anthony in place inside of his house. And I'm guarantee you, Anthony could have never gone to Ernestine's house and done this. But these things are happening in their house because they have allowed people to do this inside of their house.
See, that's the thing. You don't ever protect me as your husband. That means anybody can say anything to me like that, and you're mad at me because I called her a couple of names because she's coming in my house disrespecting me. But that's your cousin. Did you check her?
No. Boom. She never did. She never checked her. Instead, she sat on the porch, and what they did was the whole trauma bonding and kumbaya session. Look here. You can say that Anthony is a dog for cheating because that's where people go these days, right? Just like we can say Amber is a dog for cheating with Wayne. So he's had his moments, just like she has had her moments, because people make it look like she has no moments. You can say these things, but there are some things called principle. Where is the principle then? Because at least he had some amount of principle to tell Piari, and I quote, Piari, that's still my wife, regardless. And that's still the house that she lives in. He at least had the decency to mention that to Pierre. Did Amber do that? No. Instead, Amber mentioned that it was a demon inside there, and he is a demon, and he must be a demon. Amber was way much more inside of Pierre's face. Way more inside of Pierre's face. In fact, hands pointed up on everything else. But are you going to talk about it, Amber friends, or we're not going to talk about that? We're going to skip over that. No worry.
Do you blame her, Aunt?
Wow.
Well, do you blame PR for saying what she's saying? Being that you're staying out late in the night, is what I'm talking about. This is exactly why you guys are wrong. But all right, cool.
Amber, you never, ever put a mirror up to yourself. There's no accountability with you. It's always, if something affects me, well, this is that. That woman disrespected your husband. And mind you, she has nothing to do with us. But no, I never get protected. Never. Because I tell you what, if it was somebody else, a man, said some stuff about you, I would check him in a heartbeat.
All right, so that's the part that I think that is a bit more puffery. Anthony has tried to talk to people, but it's afterward him talk to them, right? So that's why I said this is a little bit more puffery more than anything else, okay? I love what he did with PR the other day. But when the Darren thing was happening, he should have stepped in further, but he didn't step in. And so I have to flag him for those portions. I have to flag him for things like that. So that's not fully true. What he said there is half true. Half true. Half true. Him not always protect and whatever else it is because that's half true. But I know where he's going, but it's half true. Me have to call that out because it's a channel. You know how it works. He did the right thing with Piari by telling Piari to go on to whatever else it is. Then he went outside and tell Piari, hey, I still my wife. But he never did the right thing with Darren. So that's why I said that it's half true. It's not fully a lie, but it's not fully true either. So it's half.
Because I love you. You don't know how much I love you. I love you so much I can't even express it. But I can't get the same in return. You just let that woman come and say all those hurtful things to me. I always have to keep my shoulders up in business. But when I come home, I should at least be protected by my wife.
Okay, that's fair. That's a fair statement. That's a very very fair statement. That's a very very fair statement. And I think he has more on this than anything else, because the truth of the matter is, if you look at the timeline of the house, if we were to use the house and we were to talk about the house, the truth of the house is this. When it comes to the house with both of them, this is the truth. When people come to the house with Amber, they can say anything at all that they want to say. But with Anthony has always tried to do certain little piece of the puzzle. Because, for example, i.e., think about Shayla. Shayla is a perfect example. Shayla has been able to come to the house and done anything that she wanted in this house. Just like how Ernestine has come and done anything she wanted to do in the house as well. Now, PR has come with the same thing, with the dressing, and that's why she addressed PR with that. So if you want to look at it, it's probably like look at it as about 2 to 1. I'd look at it there, so that's how I'd see it. If I'm off, give me your comments inside the comments.
It's crazy. See, respect. Respect. No matter how you feel about me, and I've done some things. One thing I've always tried to keep at the forefront was respect.
Okay, so the respect line is puffery as well again. Like I said, if we're going to measure the little PR situation, fine, there's respect there. There is no respect from Anthony as far as the Shayla thing is concerned. Asking Shayla for Mario and telling Shayla different things. There's no respect in that. So I cannot give him that particular right there. So I can't give him that. Him right that Amber should have said something to Ernestine, but this not going too far. See how I argue, Yolanda? I argue it in context. I'm just showing you that Onila just fully just made one side arguments. He argues within context. If Anthony wants to talk about the moment with Ernestine and say, hey, housing wise, you know, really respect me in terms of in the house, right? With Ernestine, with in regards to Ernestine versus Piari, then basically he has a point. If he's talking about respect in general, he's way off of that, because the whole idea of having Shayla up on your front porch asking her what, you know, did she hear what you say or whatever else it is, or the things that you've done inside of the house with Shayla in itself, there's no respect with that. There's none. But then again, see, the lack of respect in their marriage is not only coming from one side, it's coming from the two of them, because the boundaries are lacking. The boundaries are lacking. That's why I'm going to say Shayla needs to go next. So see, if Amber wants to win me, if you want to win me, let Shayla drop that baby off outside. That's how you get whatever it is you want to get. Listen to me, she can get her lick back. She can get her lick back. You need to go pick your baby up outside. You can get your lick back. That's where I'd get my lick back. If I was in Amber's shoes, that's where I'd get my lick back. That's where I'm going to start forming the boundaries, because I love this, you know. What I like about this is that it starts to make them have to force them to start boundaries. Because now both of them start crossing the line. Amber is showing Anthony, we see what it look like when you cross the line. And I think he's trying to do the same. So basically, they're just starting to show each other the whole idea of what's going on. So I love it. I absolutely love it. Don't know about nobody else at all, but I love it. In regards to the Ernestine thing, he's right. Outside of that, with other little pieces, that's questionable. So I'm not going to give Anthony that. But that's the point. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Talk to y'all soon.